Another loading screen, why not?
Oh, fuck. My video froze. Keep going.
Keep going.
Yes, keep going. But tell me where we're at.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Alright, I think I'm at thinking where you're at. Looks like we'll need to watch our step. And if not, close enough.
Yep. Live, everyone. Oh, I wonder who these people are.
Oh wow, totally wasn't surprising who they were at all. Guys, I already saw you flying over here.
We're here to settle the score from last
Oh, bitch.
I will say that Jet's voice in this sounds a lot better than the first one.
That's not saying much.
And that's not saying much. It's better than the first one, and quite frankly, it's the best considering the Three Riders voice, which I already mentioned.
I don't care about this arc nonsense. The only arc I care about is the one that has a nose laser.
Which blew up a little bit.
Yeah. Surprised they didn't reuse the Sonic Adventure 2 siren sound effect. Oh god, Sonic's running in Riders. Let's get rid of that.
No, it's the future, an alternate universe. Or is this part of the actual continuity timeline? No, wait, that doesn't exist.
If this is part of the continuity timeline, what the fuck is the time here?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that the Venetian waterways of whatever the fuck it was called, I forget. Solaria, whatever.
Soliana.
Fuck that. Whatever. Sure, whatever futuristic shit was in that was mostly from Robotnik. I'm pretty sure time doesn't...
This is an entire city. It is just one city that remains in this future techno-babble. It's find it hard to believe. I fucking hate
my point is, in... Oh god. Gears. My point is, though, is that even in Sonic Unleashed, and it's been pretty much established that they're still in a universe consistent with ours. Which means they're not in the future, and we're not in the future, therefore we are the same.
It's like a parallel universe, to be exact.
Yeah. And the people that say it isn't a continuity are fucking morons.
Yeah, like people try and just... Honestly, I think Sonic Wiki tried having a timeline, I think they still have it, and say that Sonic the Hedgehog for the Master System takes place before Sonic the Hedgehog on the Genesis.
Like, the only real timelines we have for the Sonic games are in the original 3 Genesis games, and I guess CD.
Yeah.
And the Sonic Adventure games, but that's about it.
Which still goes all the way up to Generations. We don't know how much time is... I don't know how much time has elapsed, though. Could be, like, less than a year for them.
I would like to maintain my theory that they put in 06 because they needed a level from the modern era, but not because they actually, want to accept that game into the continuity.
They're trying to get in the actual guide and the other manuals and that, they say Silver comes from an alternate future.
So they pretty much admitted that 06 isn't from the consistent time.
Isn't it a different timeline? It exists, but not in a timeline, in this current timeline.
Point is, Sonic 06 is not part of the canon, so shut up.
I think, quite frankly, the comics will get the Silver story done right, and I've given up on those.
Which is sad.
No, not really sad. I got sick of the writing.
That too. But yeah. I pointed this out to Daniel a few days ago, but I think the sound effects for the rings are muffled, and a few other sound effects are, and the music's not that interesting, to be honest.
It's okay, but the only one that actually gets your attention and the three main themes: Ungratified, Capture If You Can, cover, and High Flying Groove, which was ported over.
Well, I think the soundtrack in this game, as far as I'm hearing, is more ominous, atmospheric music that isn't really upbeat like the first game.
It fits.
It fits for what's going on, but as far as songs I like, this is bland. Like, Sonic game soundtracks I've always thought were about having good music, but music that you could listen to on your own. Like, you could say, like a lot of people say their favorite soundtracks are from the Adventure series and from Unleashed and stuff, and those tracks for the most part have level themes that fit well in just being songs.
Especially like Cool Edge in Alaska. I love that song.
But I would kind of contest against Unleashed a little bit, because some of its tracks are really repetitive. Like, well, all Sonic songs get repetitive because they have to loop them for the games, but, you know.
At least it's not an obvious loop to do blend.
Well, yeah, you're too busy boosting everywhere to actually notice the loop.
Nah. If you're that good, you can boost on forever.
Did Sonic just use Force Push?
Yeah, I think he used Force Push.
Oh my god, Sonic's a jetty!
I don't know why, but it always does that when you play it. It somehow just freezes on Eggman when he's flying in the air.
Well, that's just how he rolls.
Dun, dun, tsh.
So you're the ringleader behind this one too?
It's because he's an egg. So Robotnik owns a company?
Come on, cut the act. I'm talking about the global robot.
Maybe that's how he funds his evil empire.
Yeah, Pax Tracker Deck. And Pax Boxes. We go way back.
What? That was the first time Knuckles had the balls to call Robotnik on this bullshit. Every other time, Knuckles has always been led by the nose through Robotnik.
So maybe that has nothing to do.
Maybe it sounds wise enough is no longer the idiot stereotype he is now.
Yeah.
Why are the arms so huge at the end?
So the ring can fit.
Oh, maybe it's just the character. Maybe it's just the odd character design that make it look more fluid in the animation.
Yes.
Exposition.
Yay.
Nothing's perfect, Eggman. You know that.
My god, exposition is so bland.
Believe me, I am not doing Free Riders, believe me, but I will review it, and believe me, I've got a lot to say about the story and the cutscenes.
I hope your review's better than Angry Joe's, who didn't even try. Like, I'll admit, Free Riders probably is a bad game, and you might agree with me.
Yes,
right?
Yeah, I agree. It is the honest. Bit of spoiler. It is the worst of the trilogy. The worst.
Like, I'll agree. You know, if it's the worst, it's the worst. But for fuck's sake, if you're a reviewer and you're reviewing video games for a living, try. Don't just immediately dismiss it after playing one level, which is what he did, and which is pretty disappointing. Like, I can get if it gets frustrating, but you're a reviewer and you get paid to do this for a living. And that really disappoints me when they can't even do their job right.
And also, if it's a Sonic game, don't be judgmental against it after the first look at the cover. And also, a little thing to do the elitist Sonic fans and the non-Sonic fans, when a new Sonic is announced, please don't bring up the cycle. I am fucking sick to death of that thing.
It's not like it's unfounded. There are legitimate basis in reality of the Sonic cycle, but
yeah, but to me
nowadays it's a little gung ho to immediately assume the Sonic cycle.
But it was just made by one fan who was disappointed by '06 Black Knight and Unleashed. Why should we follow his? Why should we follow his law?
Because it was sort of consistent, I guess. I don't know.
Well, backfired because I enjoyed Unleashed, and Black Knight wasn't as bad as people make it out to be just because there's a fucking sword.
Why are we racing our friends to save Amy?
Well, why am I playing as Tails instead of Sonic? Surely it's Sonic's turn by now.
I miss playing as Tails and being the ballerina of death.
If only they stuck to the original idea of using Tails in Sonic Adventure 2 and actually have him run about like he did in Chao Garden. Mind you, better than what the beta for it was.
So you're essentially saying they should have just kept it as Sonic Adventure Tails.
Yeah.
Why'd you specify Adventure 2?
Because he wasn't going to be in Adventure 2. And the final decision was to make him a big clone of Eggman in an Egg Walk, in a different version of Tornado. And the actual being able to fly and use the little blade propeller in the Chao Garden was a leftover.
I kind of guessed.
And the original beta of Adventure 2 was just Sonic, Knuckles, Eggman, and possibly Shadow. Rouge wasn't going to be playable. Tails wasn't going to be playable either.
Well, that's...
But what we got was a pretty decent game.
Yeah, and again, I'm sorry ahead of time for not having time to record that game in full because sadly it takes...
Yeah, I forgot to mention, we kind of lied about last time.
Yeah, the thing is, my computer sucks, guys, and it takes me a long time to render videos. Because I have to use... To get the widescreen I do for Luigi's Mansion, if you're watching that on my channel, if you aren't, do at least give me views and money.
So subscribe to Firebird.
Like, rate, and comment, and subscribe, and while you're at it, suck my dick. I don't know. But, takes a while for my videos to render, and as a result, they end up, it takes a bit. Like, a 10-minute video, 12-minute takes around 8 hours. So I usually sleep on it when it renders.
Yeah, I kind of fucked up on this race. I went through a power area and got hit by several things, and I get a fucking ball and chain to go along with it. Tan fucking fastic.
Whoopsie. Well, anyway, point is, I have to render it through Vegas first, which gives me the widescreen because Adobe Premiere actually doesn't it gives you widescreen, but it gives you 2 black bars on the top and bottom, and it bugs the shit out of me. So I use Vegas.
You don't have the ratio settings.
No. I do. I put it in 720, full widescreen stuff, but it does widescreen for 480p games. But the problem is, it just puts the black bars on top and bottom. I've tried everything that I possibly can. It just does it. So, point is, I put it through Vegas, then I put it through Premiere, which renders it better and faster because it's already a rendered file. So if it takes me a long time to do it, that's why. And that's why I'm having time to get started on Sonic Adventure 2, but I will get started on that eventually.
Now moving on to the final part of Hero's story.
Long-winded.